Charles Hoskinson wants to create a settlement future and system for Kraken. Will Jesse Powell take the bait? This is Around the Blockchain. Thank you for joining, everybody. I could not see if the camera had cut to me. I have a cataract. But hey, thank you for joining, everybody. Make sure you go ahead, hit that like button, because we got 3 phenomenal guests on today. We got Thinking Crypto holding it down. Thinking, Tony, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's great to be on.
Oh, it's always a great day. Also, it's a great day for Moon and Papa. Moon and Papa, we just had the full moon. Do you get extra powers during the full moon?
No comment.
No comment. Hey, was that you in that Thriller video? Also on today, live from the White House, he's taken commander's spot. It is Patrick. Patrick, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here. I am, in fact, part of the ops now, live from the White House, like you said. So let's see if I can't spill the beans on some stuff.
And when I said taking the commander's spot, I meant the dog commander, not, of course, the CIF. But everybody, let's talk about Solana first. Grayscale's Solana, and we have a huge premium, everybody. Some are saying this is front-running the pump here, but it exploded to $202 for Grayscale's Solana Trust. This is what you can buy on exchanges. If you are a Wall Street investor, you're probably not going to use Kraken or Coinbase. You're going to want to use a entity like Grayscale. Well, each of these shares has a little bit of Cardano within it, about 0.3 or so. Well, this price is way, way higher, everybody. It looks like we're trading at a very high premium at 869% premium. So when you do the math of the actual Solana that is within each share and what that is trading relative to Solana's price, almost a 900% premium people are paying here. At the time of trading, we also see low prices and high premiums for Grayscale's ChainLink Trust. The ChainLink Trust, a 250% premium. Filecoin, 900% premium, close to Solana's premium there. But meanwhile, Solana still down 80% from the all-time highs. Now, Thinking Crypto, I want to ask you, these Wall Street traders, I thought they were smarter than us. I thought they knew how to out-trade us. Then why are they paying a 900% premium if they're so smart?
Man, maybe they know something we don't. And that is maybe that altcoins will continue to move up with Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin still has a leg up, and we know the liquidity flows from Bitcoin after it hits its overbought scenario. And then the alts pop off. Obviously, Solana and Chainlink have been pumping. So I think they know something. They know, these VCs have been pumping Solana, and I think they see a higher upside, but that premium is, ridiculous.
Moon and Papa, what do you think of that premium? Because, we're looking at a pretty large upside. Now, we saw the same thing with Grayscale Bitcoin Trust where, opened up and then very quickly shot to a premium, but almost front running the dump and then started to fall. Then it traded at a discount. Does Wall Street know something we don't?
No, are you kidding me? They know less than we do. I mean,
okay.
What idiots paying 800% premium for Solana? All they have to do is look at CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap to see that it's not worth that much. And it only takes literally 3 months ago when Solana was going down every other day. These jokers know less than we do, which we should feel happy about. If only I could short the Grayscale Solana Trust, that would be the most epic short ever. It is insane. But I love the fact that they are almost as frantic and foaming at the mouth as crypto natives are. That's a nice sign that maybe they are trying to fuel the cryptocurrency bull run, although it kind of already happened. But on the TradFi side, I would love to see more traditional investors coming in and buying that premium up, because I would imagine it makes a lot of crypto folk go, I like that. I like that moon way up there. I can almost touch it.
All right. Well, it just looks so good. It's so bright and shiny. And so, all right. Well, Patrick, shiny. I want to, that's not the only Grayscale product they have. Of course, we're talking about Solana. They also have Bitcoin. They also have Ethereum, and they also have Chainlink. Okay. Now they're all got different premiums, but If you had a 6-month hold on Bitcoin, Ethereum, ChainLink, or Solana, which of those 4 would you hold if you had to sell 6 months from today?
Probably ChainLink, if I had to be completely honest. I think
Why
it's got a
ChainLink?
good risk reward. I think it's just they've been continuing to improve constantly. I think Bitcoin's obviously going to be like the safest, but I'm a risky guy. I like taking a little bit more risk. And I think out of those 4, ChainLink's just been continuing to improve. They just had the CCIP improvement and everything. So like while a lot of other projects are starting to fall off and really like get out teched by new projects that are coming out, ChainLink just continues to solidify their hold on the entire market. So 6-month time frame, I'd have to go ChainLink.
All right. Well, I'm going to go around. I actually have a theory, everybody, on why there is such a premium. I was doing some math here, and it looks like Grayscale only has $6 million worth of the shares to sell as far as the amount of value in Solana. So VCs want to pour in more than $6 million, a 900% premium on that $6 million. So look around, about 40 million, 50 million is in the market that wants that $6 million worth of Solana. But we're going to go around the blockchain. We haven't done it in a while. I'm going to ask everybody a yes or no question. Please try to stick to yes or no. Start with you thinking crypto. Will VCs pump Solana a second time around? Yes or no? Tony, what do you think?
Hell yes.
Hell yes. Moon and Papa, will VCs pump Solana again?
A yes.
All right. And Patrick, what are you going to say here?
They're already doing it. Yes.
Already doing it. I think that's actually the best answer here. All right. Well, that investor taking the lead with the hot take so far. All right. Well, let's go to the next topic here. New FTX, because we all wanted a new one, right? You know, the old one wasn't good enough. Well, a couple former executives are launching a new exchange. This isn't FTX 2.0. They're rebranding to Backpack, not like Dora the Explorer, but this is the... You got to love this position. The former general counsel. Okay. All right. Well, that's one. And then, hey, Alameda research software developer. Another sketchy one. Armani Ferrante and then Can Sun. They're building a Dubai-based exchange called Backpack. I don't know why I keep saying it like Dora the Explorer here, maybe because I'm Hispanic, but this come days after SBF was found guilty. Did they time it to get a little extra marketing? I don't know here, but it looks like Sun's Trek Labs is the entity behind it, employs other former FTX legal and compliance employees. So it's not just 2 executives from FTX starting this exchange. They brought on a whole bunch of old employees. In fact, you go to the Christmas party, you're not even going to be able to tell the difference from a polycule. That's my guess, at least. Well, I want to just go straight to you on this one, thinking crypto. We can sit here and talk for hours of all the negatives about hiring FTX executives. I want to ask you the opposite of that. Is there any positive that you could gain from hiring these former FTX employees?
Certainly. I mean, they saw the wrong way to do it, how not to do it, right? Look it up in a dictionary, how not to run an exchange. So I would say that's a positive, that maybe given all the things that have taken place, the spotlight in the microscope has been on Alameda and FTX and all these folks, that they're almost, they have to do it right because they're under extra scrutiny versus some random startup exchange that pops up and nobody knows about. So I would say the spotlight, the target's on their back, so they have to do it right. But okay, let me not go to the negative. I'll say that's the positive.
All right. And guys, we see the XRP ETF. We're going to talk about it right after this FTX section here. Now, Moon and Papa, man, I mean, I like both the names, right? We have FTX 2.0. Well, it has a 2 in it, so it must be newer. As a 0.0, so hey, there's more future upgrades, right? So I'm already excited with FTX 2.0. But then we have Backpack. I used to carry a backpack every day. It was close to at least my back, if not my heart. Which would you rather use? Maybe you could use the name. Maybe just look at and maybe the motivations behind each. If you had to use an exchange, what would you rather use, Backpack or FTX 2.0, and why?
I would rather use an exchange called Dumpster Fire. I think Dumpster Fire would be a much more fitting name for FTX 2.0. And I cannot believe that I'm pretty sure these adults, right? I mean, they're not surveying children that are between the ages of 10 and 12 to figure out what the exchange should be called. But Backpack is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. I didn't hear about this until I got the show notes and stuff. So I'm still kind of reeling from that. The fact that adults that are trying to salvage FTX are really leaning towards the name Backpack. And I also understand it's a cryptocurrency wallet. I mean, it literally makes no sense, and it's laughable. If you got a guy with a moniker right here that says Moon and Papa laughing, you're doing something wrong. That's all I'm going to say. Like,
all right. Well,
No.
guys, we're going to go ahead and pivot to the price. Can we share my screen over here, Owen? All right. Look at that XRP price pump, everybody. Now, Patrick, yes or no, did you wear a backpack in school or did you carry a briefcase? You look like you maybe carried a briefcase with the White House background.
I actually, in school, I refused to wear a backpack. So unless it was raining or something, I would just carry my notebooks and my binders just in my arm.
He would
also
wrap it
working
in his
out all the
hair,
time,
folks,
so.
and then he would have it placed on top of his head. All right, well, let's pivot over here to this XRP news. Now, I want to share this tweet, everybody, if I can. Now, this is from Martini Guy. This could be a rumor. We have seen this Photoshop before, maybe not for news this big. This is the Delaware website where you can see trusts are being opened. Blackrock has allegedly opened an XRP trust in Delaware and may file for an XRP ETF. Think of this as step 2 of 10 for Blackrock to have a XRP ETF. Now, we've talked about seeding. You got to pick the name. You got to seed it. You got to file paperwork. There's SEC pushback. Seeding, I would put around number 7. So where Blackrock is with Bitcoin, I would say they're around 6 out of the 10 steps. Well, with XRP, they're really only on step 1 or 2. So expect this, maybe this would be a March or April deadline, everybody. Look at this XRP. So this is going off breaking news now. Moon and Papa, I know you have strong XRP opinions, but you cannot discount the pump that will come from a BlackRock ETF and XRP. Do you have any short-term predictions on where this is heading?
Up and to the right, sir. Up and to the right.
Okay. All right. We got a 10% pump already. What will this look like 24 hours from now? Will it hold 10? Will it go up to 20? Or you expect a little pullback?
I mean, we've seen the same pattern over and over for XRP with the court case wins they've had over the summer. There's like a huge pump up from like the 30-cent range up to about 55 cents. And then there's just terrible trickle down over time. But if Grayscale can keep the engine on and keep the excitement building, then of course it'll push the price up higher. My only concern is is it going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news event? That's been my main concern, even with Grayscale. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. This might be confirmed 3 minutes ago, Moon and Papa. I think it's confirmed. What? I'm doing deep research while we're live, folks. Bear with us. Whoa. This is live.
Whoa.
Yeah, so this is from Eric Balchunas. If you don't know who this is Bloomberg senior ETF analyst. This guy's really, really on point. Him and Jeff Seifert. We've been following all their BlackRock ETF news. Well, this is from him. BlackRock at it again has filed to register iShares XRP Trust. I thought it wasn't real when I saw others posting. Just like us, it's healthy to be skeptical in crypto, but I just checked, and it is, in fact, on the Delaware list of corporations website. This is not a Photoshop, folks. This is directly from Delaware's list of list of corporations on their website. Think in crypto. What do you think this is going to do for XRP? I mean, is XRP going to double like we saw with the last rumor?
I just tweeted out, Larry Fink wants your Bitcoin and XRP, and you're bearish. Come on, guys. We see the writing on the wall, right? Look, XRP has the clarity, and it has the narrative behind it, in addition to Bitcoin, of course. Bitcoin is the king. But we are going to see spot ETFs for altcoins as well, baskets as well as individual. And XRP has been in the top 10, even with that lawsuit. And it has great liquidity, great market share, and Ripple continues to get great partnerships with building on the XRP ledger. So I'm bullish on XRP. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. And I think we're seeing the writing on the wall. You're going to see all the other Wall Street firms follow BlackRock, right? Game theory is going to play out here. Franklin Templeton will probably file next week. Kathy Woods, ARK Invest. It's all coming.
All right. Now, Owen, can the audience hear you? Oh, they can't hear you. All right, we have a producer in the background. I was going to do a live spit take just to clip it. It would have been fake, but you guys would have seen it, so it would have felt real. Here I have the price chart pulled up. Patrick, I want to ask you about some levels here. So I alluded to earlier, last time we saw a double. Now, this is it wicked there for like all of 3 minutes, so you don't really see it on this chart. We went from essentially 45 cents, technically 46, and it went all the way to 90 cents, technically like 89 cents. Pretty much a 2x. So we went from 45 to 90. Right before the news broke, we were sitting at 66 cents. Are we going to get a doubling from this as well? Are you expecting, say, maybe not $1.32, but, you know, could we get a $1.10, $1.20 XRP in, say, the next 3 days?
I'd be kind of surprised if we were to break above $1. So I don't know if a doubling is necessarily to be expected. I will say though, when news breaks for XRP, like the community pumps that thing like crazy. It just is like a straight line upwards. I don't know if we'll break much above $1 because it's been a pretty major resistance if I'm remembering correctly. I don't have a chart right in front of me, but yeah, I mean, I was just thinking like we're a couple weeks away from any escrow unlocks, if I remember correctly. So the price is probably going to keep running for a little bit here before some people start selling.
We've talked about the escrow unlocks on here before. Now, XRP Ripple Foundation, they get $1 billion released every month. Now, there's 55 months, maybe it's 50 months. Correct me if I'm wrong here, chat. At the end, I think we're about 15, 20 months into it. So we still got 2.5 years or so of $1 billion hitting an account balance. Well, after that, some goes into escrow, some goes into the open market. Patrick, could you just kind of help explain when you say escrow account, the XRP from escrow hasn't hit the market? What does that mean for people who aren't following?
Yeah, so Ripple has a bunch of lockups, essentially. You can think of the tokens just locked up inside of a smart contract. Each month, 1 billion get unlocked and are available to sell to institutions. So usually we see like 200 million or so be sold to the institutions directly, not on exchanges. From the institutions, they can go to exchanges, but then the rest of it gets relocked into another escrow and kind of pushed to the end of the queue. So they do have a lot still in escrow. So this probably will continue on for a very long time.
All right. People like your XRP knowledge. Josh, Aaron, escrow unlock has never moved price to the downside. To Patrick's point, they sell, it's typically going to be an OTC deal. So that's why you're not seeing it. Yeah, they're not market dumping on Binance, wrecking every single order book, because if they wanted to, they could, but I don't know why that would be a good thing. Here, let's share this chart now. This is DZ's patented 1 minute chart. I like the 1 minute chart, everybody. Look at that news. Can you imagine being able to front run? I like to think there's like 3 or 4 minutes of people seeing the writing on the walls. Someone opened the long right there, knowing what was happening. But there you can see off to the races. It started out, this is 65 cents, in case it's cut off for you there a little bit. 65 cents. Looks like it peaked at 75 cents. We only saw a 10-cent gain, and then we've seen a severe pullback. If I was scalping, I would open a scalp long right here with the very type stop loss. I would probably maybe around 67 cents. So that'd be my move. I'm not saying, low leverage, folks. Don't get wrecked out there. Thinking crypto, what do you think of this short-term price action? Why could it not go above 10 cents when last time it doubled?
Yeah, I mean, I think the news is still early and there's still a lot of verification that's needed. I see a lot of people tweeting, is this real? Is this real? I know the folks at Bloomberg confirm it's on the website. So I think as it starts making the news rounds, it will pick up some steam. Obviously, there's rumors of the Bitcoin spot ETF approval around the corner. So I think if you have all these news items, it could send the market pumping. And look, Ripple had their swell event last week where they announced a lot of big news. So it could be, a combination of all those factors, but everything still has to move with Bitcoin. I think as Bitcoin, the higher Bitcoin goes, the more liquidity will flow to the alts, and certainly XRP will benefit from that.
All right. Well, I pulled up James Seifert Twitter as well, and he's basically doubling down what Eric was saying. Didn't see this one coming, is definitely on the site. Simplifying info to the Ethereum trust filing. This XRP trust would be a sign of Blackrock truly going after the SEC. If this is really from Blackrock, Larry just leaning in here, ? Now, Moon and Papa, is it possible BlackRock might know something, or do you think they are just throwing caution to the wind and this is a gamble to them? I assume they must make some gambles, right?
No, are you kidding? They planned everything out. They planned out your birthday 3 years ago. So I don't think that anything is taking BlackRock by surprise. I think that they've had a plan in place for years, especially when it comes to crypto. Maybe not years, maybe like 2 years, but I feel like there's no way that they couldn't know. I mean, these are people that there's leaked audio and leaked interviews of BlackRock employees talking about how they basically control the world, how they buy out seats in the Senate, how they rig elections, how they make prices of commodities go up or down based off of certain world events that they cause or they have at least a hand or foot in. So no, this doesn't take me by surprise that BlackRock is getting interested and excited. My only concern is that, as Thinking Crypto said, Larry Fink wants everything. He wants your Bitcoin. He wants your XRP. I'm not saying not to sell, because you have to take profits sometimes, but there is some merit in just getting a cold storage wallet, putting some stuff on there and not touching it, getting it offline. So that way you have some peace of mind about it in the long term. Of course, prices can fluctuate in the short term, but if you are a long-term believer in Bitcoin or you are a hardcore XRP fan, it's worth it, in my opinion.
All right, if we go back to the chart, you can see fighting to take 69 is trying to 69 up here, and then, you know, maybe off to the races. But you see, look at that volatility on that minute candle. I know I have the y-axis stretched out a little bit, everybody, but let's make it look cool. We might jump back on XRP if we see any crazy price movements, folks. But I do want to quickly cover the Cardano story. Now, first, we got to have a little fun. Have you guys seen the AI Charles Hoskinson, the bad ones that have been floating around? This is the one on the right's a joke, but guys, a real article put this out, this picture on the left as a picture of Charles Hoskinson. The caption, go back to just share the caption. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Oh, too soon. No. Let me go back to it one more time. I'm sorry. Cardano at 25 cents versus Cardano at $3, everybody. I think that's a little bit better one. Is that what you're feeling? You feeling that one as well? Go ahead and hit that like button. But Charles showing some interest in a possible collaboration with Kraken. Jesse Powell tweeted out that they need a L2 solution. They need some sort of internal blockchain solution, similar to what Coinbase has with Base, is their Ethereum layer 2. Well, Charles Hoskinson raised his hand and said, hey, you should reach out to me. My DMs are open. Let's collab. Let's get something going. Got a lot of people excited, but then the critics are saying there's no way Jesse Powell and Kraken would ever touch Cardano with Sam Bankman's 10-foot pole there. But the team at Cardano, you know, just to give them their flowers here, I know I'm biased. They have been putting in a little bit of work recently. They got Nami. They obtained Nami. They also obtained Cody, the protocol behind the Zed stablecoin. Also, the Mithril 2 paper and a big partnership with Polkadot. So Cardano's been hard at work lately. That's just like the past couple months or so. Now, when it comes to Kraken and Cardano joining forces, Patrick, what are the odds this is going to happen?
I mean, at first, I didn't think it was going to be that high at all. I kind of thought it was just like a joke, to be honest. But before I was coming on here and had breaks between my meetings at the White House, I was looking into it. And I saw that, like, literally just last month, Cardano deployed that side chain that is EVM compatible. Because I think any exchange like Kraken is going to want to be compatible directly with Ethereum. So having the EVM capabilities makes it very, very realistic. And I mean, I'd be happy. My Cardano bags are packed, so I'd be very happy if this went through.
I would be happy as well. Here's the tweet in question. Charles Hoskinson tweeting at Kurt Cobain. No, I'm sorry. That is Jesse Powell, everybody. I always do that. Jesse Powell's the CEO and founder of Kraken. So here he is. I was going to do a Nirvana song, but the initials are RM, and I didn't want to do that one. So he tweeted at him, I'm game if you're game, and it was referencing this CoinDesk article. Kraken said to seek partner to help build its layer 2 blockchain system there. All right, well... Moon and Papa, what are your thoughts on Cardano's ability to compete on the technical side? Can they compete with all the flashy EVMs floating around?
I'm going to be real right now and say, I have no idea. I am not a tech guy. I'm a charts guy. But here's what I know. I know that Kraken has been around for a long time, and it's a severely overlooked exchange. I wish I could get an account on Kraken, but because I live in Japan, I can't. I know that I could use a VPN, all that stuff. But I expect more big and good things from Kraken. They're doing things right. They're trying to get the right partners. They're not in a rush. Jay Powell has said a couple of times, actually, I remember in 2021, when the market was going crazy, it's like everyone is looking at finance and FTX like, oh, this is how you should be. And he's just staying in his lane, moisturized, happy. And I would say the same thing about Charles Hoskinson. I mean, when you look at that photo of him, he has a chiseled chin. He has a head full of hair. He's like 25. He looks amazing. I think that's how everyone's going to feel when this partnership goes through. Why?
Yeah, we have I pulled it up for you, Owen. Here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I want to see
what?
it again.
That's Cardano at $5. That's what that is. That's a $5 Cardano.
Good grief!
The other one's just bear market things.
A mahjong tile in his chin. But anyway, I think what I'm trying to say is that Cardano they're not trying, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but they're not trying to flex their muscles all the time. They're literally just getting down to work. They have a team of educated people that are trying to make this happen. They don't have a guy in sweatpants with a hot dog in there, making these weird like dolphin sounds in public. I mean, Charles Hoskinson, I know I'm going to get heat for that, but Charles Hoskinson seems like a fairly reasonable man, except when he tries to dress up. But I think that they're really getting down to business and they're trying to get things done. And I think that this partnership should and very much could happen. I think it'd be great and beneficial for both parties because they both want to get things done.
Yeah, he's doing great when he's not dressing like a genie. Or actually, let's go to his Twitter because the very previous tweet, this was directly before the Jesse Powell. Like, just in case you didn't believe me here, there's a Jesse Powell tweet. Let's see, that was on the 12th. Earlier that day, literally horsing around, folks. Here, let's just expand these photos. Okay, majestic
nice.
mane. Imagine the smell here. You can smell what it smells like. Smell it. And then there's his Wyoming ranch, everybody. So while he's trying to solve Kraken's base layer solutions, he's horsing around as well. Now, thinking crypto, let's get back to Cardano, kind of versus the EVM battle. Really, I see this as Cardano versus Ethereum. Where do you see this in 10 years, 2033?
Yeah, that's a great question. And it's something I've been thinking about as well. I've interviewed Charles Hoskinson quite a few times. And, I still see Ethereum being the leader. They have such a head start and, that first mover advantage. I'm still waiting for Cardano to be the leader in something new in the market so that it can start stealing that market share, but I haven't seen it. It's been more of a follower. Like, for example, trying to partner with Kraken for that layer 2, right? Why didn't they think about that idea and do that first before Coinbase did with Ethereum, right? Base the layer 2. So I'm still waiting for the folks at Cardano to come up with something new, and it's possible they can do it in within the next 10 years. But right now, I still see Ethereum being that leader.
All right, here we have someone, I don't know if they're joking or if it's, maybe English isn't their first language. Hi, Cardano, like a snail, no move. Might be next 10 years. Oh, God, don't, too soon. Look, I do think Cardano will put in a new all-time high. Next bull run, I would say 2025. I do think it will put in a new all-time high just because the tokenomics aren't that bad. It inflates currently around like 4.1 or something like that. Back then, maybe closer to 5.5%. So there are more ADA floating around, but not as much as say, some tokens that have 10x their supply there. We'll also read some chat. Guys, everybody, thanks for joining. Let's go back to the XRP price chart. Hopefully no one listened to me. I said, I did say have a type stop loss. I said actually put a stop loss around here. Well, if you put in a long, you got stopped out. out. I'm not going to lie, though, with this news, how can you not have a long from the prices before the news? Go ahead.
DZ, it's fake. Bloomberg guys just retracted. They spoke to the folks at Blackrock. So somebody's...
No way.
Wow.
So, wow, that means they actually went into that Delaware website and then, maybe had it changed there. We're going to Eric Balchunas. This is false. This is 5 minutes ago, everybody. This is false. Confirmed by BlackRock, by me. Some wacko Must have added using BlackRock executive name, etc. Come on, man. There he goes, invoking Joe or Brandon. Come on, man. You want to do push-ups? Step outside, pal. The kids and the leg hair. Sorry, I went off on an impression rant there. But yeah, so looks like it is false. If you got your short in right with that tweet, whoo, chef's kiss. You're looking pretty good right there. So
someone got to check
guys,
roll bit.
Talk about a roller coaster of emotions today. We started the show as a normal show, and then you guys were screeching, justifiably. We checked it out. Looked like a rumor. Then it looked real. And then now it looks fake and like it's definitely not happening, folks. So hey, hit the like button if you like the breaking news, if you like the pivots. And I want to give a shout out to our 3 guests. They did not know they were going to talk about XRP, so being able to talk about it on the fly, we definitely appreciate it. All right, well, folks, never trust Martini. He always has fake. We do like I like Martini guy. I think him and whale charts. Sometimes, there's definitely accounts that'll tweet a rumor pretty quickly. Sometimes it's a good thing. In a situation like this, maybe it's not the best thing. But I think that's all we got time for. You know what? Patrick brought the hot take initially. Also, he's in the building with me, so I'm biased, everybody. But Patrick, feel free. At the end of the show, we're going to give you some parting thoughts. Just give 10, 20 seconds of your thoughts on the market.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited. All my bags are pumping right now. So euphoria is high and emotions are running hot. I think it's advantageous for people to check and see if they're acting out of FOMO or if they're acting in line with their plan that everyone should already have in place, because we've had well over a year of just this crab market. So hopefully you guys have some sort of system in place, and I would just take this time to decide and make sure you're not investing or trading off of FOMO or off of just resentment because you were really short and everything spiked up and all of your stop losses got liquidated. Your time's your most valuable asset. So I think this was worth investing it into.
All right, and we're going to end with the picture on the left. That's when you trade off rumors and emotion. The picture on the right, that's when you stick to your plan. And that's all we got. We'll see you folks tomorrow. Stick to the plan.